And welcome back to the program. In less than a week, Atlanta voters head to the polls. The office of mayor is on the ballot for city voters. 3 people are challenging incumbent Mayor Kasim Reed: Al Bartel, Fraser Duke, and Glenn Wrightson. CBS Atlanta has talked to the 3 men vying for Reed's job, and here's why they each want to lead our great city.
I'm running for mayor to have neighborhood, community, faith, and small business leaders be included in decisions of city government, just like lobbyists, special interest groups, and corporations. That's why I'm running.
I'm running for mayor of Atlanta because I'm very concerned about the direction the city's taking in several different directions. One is the new Atlanta Stadium, the $1.2 billion stadium now, sending city dollars or tax dollars for that. Also very concerned about the crime in Atlanta, and I'd like to see the city work with Fulton County a lot better.
I decided to run for mayor of Atlanta because I think there's a problem at City Hall. City government is not being operated as efficiently as it could be.
And back now on the show, Eric Tannenblatt, a political insider and managing director of McKenna's Government Affairs Practice. Thanks again for coming back on the show. The mayor's race in the city of Atlanta. What are we looking at right now? Who's the front runner? Is Reed going to take this one away?
Oh, yeah. I think Mayor Reed is going to win hands down. And I think it's because he deserves to win. I mean, he's been a terrific mayor for the city of Atlanta, and I think voters recognize that. You know, I always think that politicians that are successful are people that do what they say they were going to do, and Mayor Reed's done that. You know, whether you look at pension reform, that was a tough issue. He took it on early on. Increasing the number of police officers, he's done that. Tackling big issues like reopening the rec centers, these centers for hope for kids to go after school and on the weekends. He's reopened those. He has not raised property taxes. He played a leading role in getting this new Atlanta Falcons stadium built, which will be built. And then for someone who is very involved at the state level, I really appreciate what he's done to help Governor Deal in getting money for resources for the Savannah Port and recognizing that the Georgia economy and the Atlanta economy are tied together. So for all those reasons, I think he's been a very, very good mayor, one of Atlanta's best, and I think for that, the voters are going to go to the polls overwhelmingly and reelect him.
Yeah, and Mayor Reed has kept his name and his person out of any sort of controversy as well. And we've had a problem with some previous mayors that have run into some controversial issues, and he's remained clean. And like you said, he's accomplished those things you discussed. So at this point, I mean, do the other guys even have a shot in the dark on this one?
No. No. And look, Mayor Reed has a distinguished career in public service. You know, he served in the state legislature for many years, and I think he learned a lot through that experience, plus his experience growing up in Atlanta. And he's an impressive political figure and has done great things and is going to be rewarded for that.
Okay, so let's shift gears. The 2013 City of Atlanta municipal general election, as we talked about, will be held Tuesday, November 5th. There are other races going on too, and one that you want to discuss happens to be the races going on for city council. Right there, mayor, city council, president, 15 city council members, 9 board of education members, 7 municipal court judges. You wanted to go into the city council members and some of the contested races there. Tell me which ones are close.
I think most of the incumbent council members will get reelected. Some of them don't have opposition, and those that do have token opposition. But it's still important for people to go out and vote for their city council member. There seem to be 2 races that are generating the most attention. And as a City of Atlanta resident, I'm getting a lot of telephone calls and mail, so I know that they're contentious races. And that's for the at-large council seat that's currently held by Aaron Watson, and he is being opposed by former city council member Mary Norwood. And then the other one is council member Lamar Willis, who's being challenged by Andre Dickens. And the interesting thing there is former Mayor Shirley Franklin is supporting Andre Dickens, and Mayor Reed is supporting Lamar Willis. So that's a sort of an interesting dynamic.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being on the program. Great insider information as we come to the race and the election on Tuesday. There you see it, November 5th. Polls open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Get out and vote. And when we come back, we're talking about the 1% sales tax on the ballot in Gwinnett County. Will voters agree to keep that tax or do away with it? We'll have the story coming up.